Hello, everyone. No Life here. What a week it has been to be a TCM fan. There has been a lot going on in between the DLC releasing here, us getting confirmation on who the next victim is, that of which being portrayed by the legendary Barbara Crampton, and of course, we now have confirmation that Sumo Nottingham will no longer be developing for TCM here. So I guess we'll address the elephant in the room here. Sumo not developing this game anymore. I am seeing a lot of people panicking off of this. People basically are saying, "See, I knew it. Dead game. It's over. This game has such a bright future." Guys, relax. Just because Sumo is not developing the game does not mean it's over. If you actually continue to read what it said, Sumo is going to be finishing up on their run of content here, most likely up to the new victim and fan members release, followed by the map. And then once that's all done, whoever they are passing the baton to will take the reins and we'll go from there. Hopefully, by the time that happens, we get confirmation that this game will not be sunlighting after the 1 year anniversary in August. And to be quite honest, with the new update here, I've been seeing a lot of new players, not only just from the free to play weekend that they have for Xbox, but we have some returning players, or just overall people who have been buying the game up until now from all kinds of platforms, as there are plenty of babies out there. And I'm seeing a lot of baby Johnny's assistants. I don't know if these are people who are picking up because the free cosmetics for them, which also released yesterday, well, Thursday, as of me releasing this video. But I don't know. Things to just look it up for TCM. Like this is the best I've seen queues for victims, especially, and whoever takes control of the game, hopefully they'll be able to handle it. As in my personal opinion, I think Sumo may have decided to admit that they're punching above their weight here, and God, I'm sure agreed. So this might have been a mutual. We'll probably honestly never know, but again, I choose to believe whoever's going to be picking up the game from Sumo is going to do, no offense, a much better job at being able to handle the load. As for those of you who do not know about Sumo's history, most of the games they put out are mostly party games, and well, more notably racing games, but I consider those party games too. Now, I have seen that they help co-develop Call of Duty Vanguard, I believe it was, but that may have been just like more so single player work. As again, most of the stuff they do is like party games and single player games. So this is probably their first actual multiplayer game that they worked on. It kind of honestly shows. But I feel like I can go on and on about this, so I'm going to go on to the main topic here, and that is, of course, the update we've got here. So, first and foremost, although this update did come with a patch, it didn't fix anything at all. So, expect Sissy's Bane to still be bugged. Um, just whatever issues you may have in the game right now, bug wise or bounce wise, again, nothing's been addressed here. Now, there have been people who have been alleging that stealth, not stealth, I'm sorry, Scout has been shadow nerfed as research has been done, and it's only showing that Scout saves a 1 second travel distance. I am not the one, of course, who uploads this video. I believe it's House of G. So go look them up, and you'll be able to look at the little short they have. It's like maybe 30 seconds, and you'll be able to see all the comparisons of Scout and even Johnny swing teching, which again proves my point that swing teching is dead. As the comparison between Scout, Johnny running, and then him swinging, I think it was without Scout or I don't know, but him swing taking was slower than him just jogging. So again, go look at that video if you're curious about it. If I can find it, I'll post it in the description. But otherwise, Scout's not as bad as people have been trying to make it out to be. And to be honest, I personally feel like they didn't stealth nerf Scout. It's just people never really did the direct comparisons and whatnot and were overvaluing it. Like I personally think it's not worth running on Leatherface, especially with the damage you lose out from it. But I could go on and on about this topic. So again, getting back to focus here. The main thing that this update seems to have patched was adding in the kills. Now, I believe that 4 of the kills out of the 6 I believe we got from this were already in the game files since these were all leaked. Since the game was in the testing, the technical test, they just were waiting on who knows what to release them. And The only ones that I do not believe were data mined were Nancy and Leatherface's kills. I feel like Nancy's might have been data mined. I just remember seeing a video that was going over the executions, but I, of course, didn't click on it. I just looked at the title or whatever and just scrolled away from it because how ironic this may be, of all the things in the game that I don't mind being leaked, execution is not one of them. I prefer to see them for myself, through actual game and all that. I feel like I earned that kill or whatever, or even just spectating another family member doing it. But another thing that was done with this update was the ability for you to be able to use the Nicotero chainsaw and all the other Leatherface skins. Unfortunately, however, you cannot use the chainsaw, the Nicotero, I'm sorry, the other chainsaw skins on Nicotero Leatherface. If you were to use the default chainsaw Nicotero Leatherface, you cannot. I don't know if this was a bug or what. As another bug that I can confirm with Leatherface's saws are the Nicotero chainsaw does not play its unique sound effect for all the other Bubba skins. So you will be able to have the cool chainsaw, but it's still going to be the default sound. So there are also the weapon skins. Now, one thing people might not understand with the weapon skins is it's actually three weapon skins for each fan member, not just one weapon skin each. So this is actually a lot of weapon skins that comes with this update, and a lot of them look pretty good too. Now, of course, you have the issue with half of the characters using knives, so you can't really look at them very well. But when you do get glimpses of them from them hanging on the sides and what have you, they do look nice. Like the ivory knife Sissy has looks very good with her wedding dress skin. Then, of course, everyone has a bloody weapon skin, which goes great with their, well, bloody skin. That's for Nancy, for some reason, does not have one. And it seems like Gunn has no plans on adding a bloody skin for Nancy anytime soon. So hopefully that'll change when they add a new fan member. And they can add in like a couple of extra executions with them or something to sweeten the deal. As I can confirm that Nancy now has three executions, whereas everyone else has four, and Leatherface now five. Well, technically six because of gallows kill. But yeah, I do not believe I'm really missing anything else besides that. There's one more issue that I've seen with this update, that being if you use, I'm sorry, if you do not have a Leatherface and they randomly select that Nicotera Leatherface, which I'm not sure if they've ever done before, he holds the default chainsaw and it still makes the Nicotero saw noise. So it's very strange that in the cutscenes he used the default saw, yet when you pick him, you cannot use it. So, a weird little bug. The complaint I'd have about this update is the fact that they still haven't fixed Danny screaming like Leland on a hook. But again, this is really just a patch just to add in all these kills and switching Leatherface's saws around with the Nicotero one. And I'm sure in a week or two they'll give us a actual bug fix patch. I'm expecting at least 75 to 50 of them because there's not too many major bugs, but I still feel like it's been a while since we had an actual patch, and they said 30 to 45 days, so that'll be about 30 to 45 days. But I'm trying to think here. I don't think there's really anything else really to go over here. So as opposed to me dragging this video on any longer than it honestly needs to be, I am going to end this off here by showing off all the kills for you guys. Now, I want you guys to hear all the kills in their entirety. That means without my big mouth talking over the kills. So, one thing I want to know before I do say my goodbyes and leave you guys with some gameplay of these, or a showcase of these kills, is I'm only going to show the kill once each. So, unless you see me sneaking a kill already during the B-roll of my video here, I'm not going to be able to show off any more than I already have. Now, one thing I can mention though is, again, this is a kind of a bit of a complaint. Um, is some of the victims, never mind the fact that they reuse some of the same screams and what have you from other executions, but some of them have really muted screams. For example, Sonny, uh, if he gets killed by Johnny's new kill, he's just all gurgles. However, you go and kill Leland, he's screaming and hollering throughout the whole thing. So you also have Leatherface. I meant to say this earlier, I kind of skipped over it, but Leatherface's kill is bugged for some reason. The victims do not make any sound effects. You don't have their chainsaw properly make any additional sounds, just it idling in the background as you kill them. So again, that's a bug and needs to be fixed. Nothing urgent, but if you're a Leatherface main, you're looking forward to a new kill, especially if you're disappointed with the thrust and the cut and thrust kill with the Nicotero. you might have been looking forward to this new kill, and then just there being no audio throughout it kind of ruins it, to be honest. But one observation I noticed about the new kills is that half of them are grounded kills, much like Hitchhiker's Die Piggy and Leatherface's Drilling Down. So these basically work, whereas if you walk over an incapacitated victim, you will immediately execute them. Whereas normally you'd smack them to the ground, wait a second, then start the execution. Much like if you walk up to an incapacitated victim, you would pick them up and then, do your standing kill, whatever. So this kill pack is kind of there to help you if you're doing like bleeding builds with serrated and rough cut, but otherwise, I've noticed you run into issues like Sissy. For some reason, when she downs with her new kill, she like kind of takes a few steps, then stops in place and starts to kill. So I haven't got stuck in the wall doing it, but it's definitely something you want to keep an eye on. As I fear the day that I do that kill and it just gets stuck in a wall, and then it's kind of GG, one less fan member because they got stuck during execution. Moving on, I'm going to go over all the leaks and info I have on the new victim in a separate video I'll be releasing sometime after around 3 days or so. I don't want to have these videos kind of competing for attention, so you guys will be able to kind of digest this video. Then I'll go and give my details on that one. But like I said, I do not believe there's anything else I need to really go over. This was just literally just a content dump. So for all you victim players out there, new and old, hope you're enjoying the much less punishing cues, dare I say, and try not to dodge as much, please. I think they're a little better now than they were on day one, where victims were in high demand, and literally a victim leaving would kind of kill the lobby, much like family members leaving would. Now it's like they flipped, and a family member can leave willy nilly, and it doesn't destroy the lobbies, which is just great. So it just goes to show that the lobby issues were all truly just backfill issues. Go figure. We really did just need more family members playing there again, help the lobbies. And honestly, with the flight nerfs and whatnot, I feel like family's a lot more bearable. It's just literally a victim rushing that will make family kind of feel a little sucky to play, which I keep saying, Gun, you need to stop holding hands here. Do something to the victim rush. You could do a few nerfs on the family side to make it less bearable and buffs on victim side. But you kill the victim rush, more people are going to want to play family and stay there. And voila, queues are fixed, and you won't have people hemorrhaging off the game because queue times is half a reason why people stop playing. That's why I'm hoping whoever takes over for Sumo can help push more content out, which is another thing. I feel like Sumo was so slow with content because these kills were sitting here around in the files since launch. And as far as I could tell, only Nancy and Leatherface kills are newly recorded and what have you. So this just, again, begs you to wonder what's taking them so long to so much as add an execution. I already know with the cosmetics, again, the ones we got now are all leaked from launch. They have the art bully guys working on stuff, so I'm hoping we start seeing those soon. Because again, by the time this new company takes over for Sumo, I'm really expecting us to get, like, I'm talking about big updates, like a victim map, skins, all that every 3 months. It can't be this whole 6 month gap thing. It's kind of a bit of a joke, you know. I'm trying not to be the negative person, add some positivity, but sometime you got to stop, brown nosing and, start speaking the truth here. But again, that's all I have for you guys here. Thank you so much for watching and get a life. That's a new slogan I'm trying to. And never mind.
I know much enjoy being violent, but I got no choice here. That's what you get. Somebody's
Seems
leaking.
like you've lost a bit of blood.
Sunshine!
That's it.
So well.
Don't worry.